Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend when we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, McCool.
Well, if people stare at you acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Squiggle.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, McCool, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Fuck. A club? I told you already, I'm totally not interested in joining any clubs. Except the Minecraft one. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year.
Sayori, you gotta lay off the fucking cigs, did I? Well, I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and...
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any schools before college.
Merge.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'm dying to dawn you for becoming a nerd in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right, Bart? Don't make me keep worrying about you, Bart.
Yeah, wicked cool.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you horny. Happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'd try a little?
No, yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay.
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Well, I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she doesn't exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for counts of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Well, I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm not the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and playing Minecraft, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
Shut up, Marge. You don't need to wait up on me if it's going to make you late to your own goddamn club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Do you want my dick? No what?
Well, I can come to my club.
Sayori. There is no way I'm going to your club.
Oof!
Ooh.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday, bringing a new member.
I hate you more than I hate mad agents, Sayori.
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Oh, cupcakes? Well, fuck, I'm in. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. But there's cupcakes, so fuck it. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus, today makes the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the brown bricks, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member was here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I always say nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, but cool. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Bear Grylls? All words escape me in this situation. Bear fucking Grylls, I can't believe he's here! It's full of incredibly cute games.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Really makes sense in that voice.
That's okay.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
No.
That's right. It's great. It's great. It's great to see you again, McCall.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, McCall. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
How about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Well,
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate we use to make ears.
so cute.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just over here, take one.
Sayori grabs one first, and then Monica. I follow.
It's the gang leader from part 5.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with a mouth full, has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thinking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying the tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the the tray.
You keep a high tension in this classroom.
That was McCall.
Oh no, it's the wrong voice. I'll cut that out.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teacher gave her permission. After all, the hot cup of tea up the homework book.
I guess. What are you saying?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. You were just trying to impress you.
Hey, listen up.
Insulted, Yuri looks away, while Bear Grylls laughs really hard.
I meant it, you know.
I'ma leave you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm lying.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I love your show, Bear. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy there, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
What in it, Monica? I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a band member for any of the major clubs. Board member, fuck. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand of all the politics in the club. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get to literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica's really a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Well, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, McCool, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, Minecraft strategy guides. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking and seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with a finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep, psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Or a brick.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. But someone's as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes nod over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give me that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything is just as cute as you are.
Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
I'm not a very confident one. Eh.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest riches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and have Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that I have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, McCool?
Fuck. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club.
Oof!
Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry. I thought...
Humph!
McCool.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey,
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
But that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
well, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
McCool, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, McCool, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay.
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori,
Yay.
Natsuki, hey, what up? Yuri, and of course, Bear Grylls, Monica.
Yo!
Oh, fucking cracker, mate. Will I really be able... Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh. Alright. I'll just need to make some of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
But Inspector, what about Penny?
It's time to write a poem. Pick words,
Pick words that you think about your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Baseline kicking, yes, I'm grooving.
Oh shit! Oh Jesus! 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 Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus! Jesus!
Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet, getting her Tommy gun.
Ugh!
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sight from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. I also hope she doesn't bust a cap in my ass. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized? Someone else is gonna mess it up.
You having a bit of trouble? You're confusing Yuri and Natsuki's voice.
Oh, not really.
It's like a
Natsuki's just
lighter
upset.
it's like a little bit of a deeper Luigi.
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
Manga.
The wrong
That
one.
was-
Manga.
You read manga, right?
there you go.
Ah. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands.
Inspector, do you read manga with Penny?
No, I read it with Brain. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean?
Her lines really fit like a gang member.
I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it off the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
You know that feel. Or I know it. But I got a closer look at the box she's admiring. Buffet Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
I always hated this line. It makes no sense.
He's a manga enthusiast, dude.
He knows every single thing that's ever been produced. Everything that is produced every single day and put it in stores, McCool knows.
Yeah. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. Go, Gadget, Jesus Christ, I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, McCool. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out her fucking Tommy gun.
I'm gonna bust a cap right in your ass.
She shoves the barrel right into my mouth. Ah! I stare at the barrel. It features... I'm just gonna read it now. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses.
Just
Is
the
this a
barrel,
funny JoJo?
the barrel of the guns just having 4 girls in colorful attire.
It's like a CSGO sticker.
It's exceedingly Mo.
Like Mo from The Simpsons.
Like Mo from Wall-E.
Okay.
You know, the cleaner
so-
robot?
So I looked this up, and that word is apparently pronounced moe, and it means cute.
Oh.
Never.
Exceedingly Moe.
Well, don't just stand there.
Oh, what? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me into the closet. Out of it.
Out of it.
She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
I take my seat.
The voice like shifted into it. It was really weird. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Eh, why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this, especially for the fact that we, like, fuse together and our voices change.
Are you Inspector? Are you Waluigi?
Both at the same time.
Don't just say that. Make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting close to her either. Not that I can say it's a practically bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go and flip through all the volumes every now and
Wrong voice.
Wrong voice. You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes, if I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of the plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean... Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
A what? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't... You have to see your full power, Jesus Christ. You don't have to push me so hard. It's that gang strength.
Good save.
Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention... Oh.
Did Brain step in the room, Inspector?
So, with that in mind, guys, I give this game my completionist rating of finish it.
Finish it!
These nuts